I'm a recruiter and I review your resumes. The resume we have up first is a full stack software engineer. And I want to let everybody know I do more than tech, but right now the tech market is and on fire, and that fire is getting worse and worse every single day. So most of the resumes that are sent to me are tech. So what we need for a full stack software engineer, and we need these in qualification, not keyword format, which I will explain in a second, is degree, TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML. I swear to you, if you do not have that in the first sentence, you are probably already going to get rejected. I need TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Sometimes you can get away with removing TypeScript with another backend language, but that is so critical, and if you do not have it, I don't care how basic it is, you're probably not going to get moved forward. So, React or React.js, Node.js, Angular, Next.js, SQL or NoSQL, RESTful APIs or REST APIs, Cloud. Any of them is fine, but you do need to specify which one. CI/CD, Git, .NET or Python or Java, and a bonus points for all that other stuff. Is this a great or garbage resume? The answer to that is no. This is garbage. This is an absolute garbage resume. How do I know that? They tell me their ratio. So a ratio is how many applications it takes to get an interview. If you are getting over 50, if it takes you over 50 applications to get an interview, your resume is not good and can use some work. If it takes you less than 50 applications to get an interview, your resume is not bad. And for the record, once people start following my advice, they end up getting about a 1 in 7. So if you want a 1 in 7 application rate, so for every 7 applications you get one interview, that is what my methods do. Although I will say there is some slight differences with in people that need immigration and fully remote roles. Those are a little bit higher. So this is a over 150 application, so let's see how bad this is, and maybe that's not correct or not. So 20 seconds on the clock. That's all the time recruiters get, and go. Okay, built, graded. Okay, I don't really care about that. Okay, TypeScript is good. What is this? Why does that matter? Designed a RESTful API. Okay, good. Node and Drizzle. That's okay. Delivered a low latency. What? AWS is good, and time. Yeah, you didn't have enough. Honestly, the fact is, the stuff you did have was buried so deep under garbage that I'm fairly certain that people can't find what they need. So let me read what you wrote. Just a few questions. How do I start actually hearing back? Well, you use my methods. That is the way to do it. Is you start using my methods, you will get callbacks. I got a person to write this version of my resume for $200. You should get a refund. This is not good. Is this the worst resume in the world? No, but it's still not good, and there's definitely a lot of flaws with this. This would not move forward. You got scammed, and I hope you can get your money back. I even ran it from basically all free resume tools, AI modes, and I'll say it's great. AI is garbage. Why do you trust AI to get you a job? AI does not get you a job. AI is garbage at actually reviewing resumes. AI does not know what it's looking for. AI is terrible at resume creation. Please stop using AI for it. It's not that I care, right? Like, speaking as a recruiter, I don't care if you write your resume, if you have a friend write your resume, or if AI wrote your resume. I care that it's relevant to the role and has what I need to move you forward. And the problem with that last part is AI does not do that. AI is bad at making resumes. It does not know what we are actually looking for, which I will explain more. What is the best time period in the U.S. for finding a job? What are the hot months? The hot months are January, February, and March. Those are the hottest months in the U.S. The worst months are November, December. Let's see. You want me to tear this apart? Well, I will. What else? I've applied to almost 1,000 positions and haven't heard back yet. Oh, and you're an international. That's going to hurt your chances even more. Any advice you would share for networking applying? Am I bad? Should I pursue farming? No, your resume is just garbage. It's not good. That's the problem. Especially like as an international, you're gonna face more uphill battles than everybody else. But even if you were not an international, this would not fly. So let me destroy this because you wanted me to tear this asunder and tell you why it does not work. So recruiters and hiring managers, we are not keyword hunting. These are keywords. We are qualification hunting. And what a qualification is, which is what we're actually looking for, is a keyword, which is, again, up here, this is what the hiring team needs, plus how you used it, plus the reason and or result of you using it, plus where you used it, not counting education or years of experience. If it's not those 4 things, it doesn't count. And I need 75% of these to move you forward. As you're an international, you would probably need to get about 85% to move you forward, because they get a lot more stricter with internationals. So here is why your resume is garbage. So first off, built a production grade workflow system. What's that? I don't know. I don't care. Supporting daily operations. Don't care for physicians across. Again, this doesn't have anything I actually want. This should not even be there. Describing what you did is good, but again, it needs to be in a bullet point itself. Also, your formatting is bad. It's not the worst, right? I've definitely seen worse formatting, but you need to make your resume look like this. This is how you do it. The link is in the description below. Then we get to the first one. It implemented doctor-facing features. What is a doctor-facing feature? I don't understand what that is. What implemented features is fine, right? But doctor-facing? Okay. Using TypeScript, good. React and Next.js. Okay, cool. Including 2-factor authentication, don't care. Band style, configure, blah, blah, blah. The rest of this doesn't matter. Like, why did you implement that? What did the doctors do with it? Also, remember, I need to see JavaScript, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, HTML. If you are full stack, I need TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML. That is so important. Then we go down to here, design REST APIs. Okay, good. And relational data models, don't care. Using Node.js, good. And whatever this is, and PostgreSQL is fine, and Drizzle ORM. Supporting hundreds of concurrent clinical events, including, that's fine, right? This is an actual okay sentence. This is probably your best sentence in the whole resume. Because you tell me what you used, right, up here. Tell me how you did it, and you told me the reason and results. Although even then, like, clinical events, including patient, like, what was the point of supporting it? Like, I want a little bit more about the results here. Like, why was it important that you did AI insights? Why was it important that you did clinical events? I don't know. You didn't tell me. Then delivered a low, don't care. On AWS, good. With don't matter, don't matter, don't matter, don't matter, don't matter, don't matter, don't matter. Don't matter, don't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. AWS, good. The rest of this doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Design and implemented, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. NLP may, right? Doesn't matter, 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 doesn't matter. None of that was relevant. You have filled your resume with stuff that is irrelevant. Now, did I find some stuff? Yeah, but I found about 20 to 30%, and that's not enough to move you forward. So you got scammed. You got scammed out of $200, and that sucks. I don't know what else to tell you. I hope you can do a chargeback on your credit card, but you got scammed out of $200. So what you need to do is, you probably need to delete this resume and start again, because there's really like not enough that's salvageable here. And I need you to write what you did, how you did it, and the reason and or result of doing it. All right. And the problem with this is I just don't have it. So, like, I don't see JavaScript. I don't see CI/CD. I don't see Git. I don't think I saw another backend language, and I didn't see any of the bonuses. So this is why you're struggling. Also, I want to let everybody know I am sick, so I hope this advice makes sense. So if I miss some stuff that's obvious, cool, I'm sick. And the recruiter that's reviewing your resume could also be sick and miss something that's obvious. Same with the hiring manager. So if your resume is good enough to get past somebody who is not feeling well, it is a fantastic resume. But yeah, my big problem here is you just don't tell me what you need. I need, like, this is it. This is all I see in your resume right here. This is it. These things right here are the only things I see. Because you do not tell me how you did it. You did not tell me what you did, and you filled your resume with hot dogs. So what I want you to remember in writing your resume is we are looking for hamburgers, not hot dogs. So I want you to imagine that you are hungry, and you go to get a hamburger at whatever, like Panda Express, Somehow they're making hamburgers right now. So you go to Panda Express for a hamburger, and somehow they're making it. And you're like, hey, I want a cheeseburger with pickles and onions. And you say, and the waiter says, okay, pickles and onions, cheeseburger, perfect. Anything else? You say, nope, that's it. So you wait. They come back and they give you a hot dog with cheese, pickles, and onions. You say, hey, this is not what I wanted. I wanted a cheeseburger with pickles and onions, not a hot dog with cheese, pickles, and onions. And they would look at you and be go, no, this is what you wanted. You wanted a hot dog has meat just like a hamburger. A hot dog has buns just like a hamburger. A hot dog can have cheese and pickles and onions. Thus, this is what you wanted. And you would look at them like they're crazy and you would walk away and not pay. And that is the same problem here. Is you filled your resume with hot dogs. Developing a real-time scram scripts using web pipelines to generate blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. That's not what we're looking for. That's not this. Built asynchronous nightly pipelines processing 5K records per blah, blah, blah. Not what we're looking for. That is a hot dog. You have filled your resume with stuff that is completely irrelevant to what we're actually looking for. And when you fill your resume with stuff that is irrelevant, it's going to get rejected because we can't find what we actually need. And again, it doesn't matter. Like if you cured world hunger, Lee, the person, wants you to do more of that. Lee, the recruiter, doesn't want that on the resume unless it's directly related to the role. And that's the sad truth of the world. And I can't really teach you how to change the world, but I can tell you at least how to play the game that is played, and that is the game. So you need to make sure, A, you can get your money back, and B, that you need to put down stuff that's actually relevant to the role, because if it's not relevant, it doesn't matter. So that's all I can do for this resume. Just want to thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing it with your friends and family. I am a small creator, and that really does help me out. So thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button. And also, if anybody ever needs more help, they can join my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST at twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. And thank you to my members who get access to videos a little bit early. If you wanted to join, the link is below. Thank you very much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. And let's go to the next resume. This is a data scientist. So what we need for a data scientist is degree, Python, R, SQL, data in all its forms, data modeling, data analytics, data lake, industry. So I just need a little bit of what industry you're in. Explaining stuff to non-technical folks and influencing stakeholders. This is huge. It may sound like a joke, but like Elon Musk changing Twitter to X was a failure of people that are supposed to convince him not to. Like, your job is to convince people like Elon Musk to keep Twitter the name Twitter, and that I need to see that in the resume. Cross-functional, ML Ops, Microsoft Office applications, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Sheets, AI, LLM, ML, NLP, Spark, Skibbity-Learn, Pandas, NumPy. And again, I want a little bit of AI, not like everybody throws in so much AI, it's just ridiculous. Pandas, NumPy, dashboards, and data visualization. So what do we have here? Is this a good resume? Is this a bad resume? I don't know. They didn't tell me the ratio. They just said just starting out, how do I improve, which is fine. So 20 seconds is on the clock and go. Okay. Developing. Okay. Designed and deployed and what? What? Why is this related? Not related, not related, not related, not related. Data scientist, not related. Yeah, this definitely fails. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here that is relevant besides Python, which is good. We want Python, but like I need 75% of these. You can't just put Python. Nothing here is me to, yeah. Stop throwing your resume with these random numbers. No one cares. We want impact, and impact is not percentages. Unless you're in sales or a manager role. They do need numbers. But unless you're in sales or a manager, no numbers in your bullet points. You do need numbers here and your phone number. Please keep your phone number. But no other numbers are needed. Like, it's kind of, again, this is one of those that's really hard for me to review because, like, besides cross-functional, the only thing I've seen is Python and... Actually, I didn't even need cross-functional. Python and TensorFlow and AI, which is, if you notice, not 75%. But the rest of this might as well be blank. So your formatting is good because you're using my formatting, but the problem is the bullet points are the most important part, and I don't see any of this. Like, no one cares that you've... In fact, I will challenge you to find a single role that says, we need you to achieve 0.38 SSIM versus a 0.27 baseline in a 4.6 faster inference 18 ms image on embedded hardware. No job description is ever going to say that. You know what they are going to say? Please, used MS Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and explaining complex topics to non-technical people with dashboards and data visualizations. You know what I don't see in your resume? Any of that. So this doesn't matter. This, anything in red does not matter, right? None of this matters. I think there was Python, which was good. That's fine. But nothing in this matters. So when you're making your resume, you cannot have these random numbers. I understand they sound impressive to you, but to the person reading it, this is junk. Right? This is not what we need. We just need the basics. The basic boring part of a resume is what gets you a job. Next resume. This is another full stack software engineer. So same as the first. We know what we're looking for up here. We don't know how good or bad this resume is. So it is unknown. They say, I am a self-taught software engineer looking forward to getting my first job and want to know whether I'm ready to start applying. Added a technical skills section. Boo! No skills sections to cover empty space. Why is everyone so afraid of empty space on a resume? Empty space on a resume is fine. Relevancy matters more than space. Also, the formatting is similar to your suggested one, but tweaked it to my liking. Yeah, and that's why it's worse. Don't tweak it to your liking. Tweak it to the person that's actually reviewing this. So, 20 seconds on the clock. And go. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. All right. This doesn't matter. Developed an end-to-end full stack. Doesn't matter. Build component using React is nice. This doesn't matter. Architected a RESTful API with Node.js is good. Don't care about this. Develop backend service with there's a no. No. The React there is nice. Okay, declined. So A, you're not going to get a 1 in 7, even with a good resume. A self-taught dev is just always going to have more difficulties than somebody with a CS degree. And the fact is, I don't even see where you learned it, so you didn't even see a boot camp, which is even going to be worse. Now, beyond that part, your bullet points are garbage. Your formatting is not great, because it's almost mine. This, legible. This, harder to read. So fix your formatting. I don't care if you like it. I don't enjoy this formatting. You think I look at this and think, oh, this is beautiful. I cry in tears of joy. No, it's ugly. But the point of it is to be ugly. The point of it is it's easy to read. That's the only point you want your resume to look like is this, because it's easy to read. This is harder to read. Then we go to the bullet points themselves, which are the actual problem. And you just don't tell me the how or the reason or result or the what. Like, you're a full stack dev? Cool. Where is, did I even see TypeScript? No TypeScript. Cool. Where's JavaScript? Nope, no JavaScript. Cool. You're already declined. Those are like the two most common things. So you have submitted to me an entirely blank piece of paper, except for like one sentence, which is mid. So this is why you need to go back to the drawing board, because like this doesn't matter. Why do I care about your summary? Your formatting is off. This doesn't matter. You have to tell me what you used, right? This is good. React and cool. What even is your project? Yeah. What is this? What is the purpose of this? I don't know. You didn't tell me. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And again, you did not tell me the reason or result of you doing it. This doesn't matter. 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 Nothing else matters. Cool. You have submitted absolutely a blank piece of paper. I know you were afraid of covering up the white space. Cool. White space doesn't matter. You're thinking like an engineer and not like a actual hiring member. But this is what you've submitted to me. Is this 75% of this? Does this show how you used it and the reason and result of you using it? No. Also, as a project, you don't need dates. Projects are projects. You can do whatever. You can take however long you want with them. So you have submitted a almost entirely blank piece of paper to me. This is it. All I know is that you use React, RESTful APIs, and Node.js, and that is not enough. But I don't even see TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML. That's the biggest thing I need, and you don't have it. This would get yeeted and deleted even with a CS degree. And you're going to need a lot more as a self-taught dev to get a role for this. Next resume. This is a resume of an intern software engineer. So for interns, almost every single intern wants 3 things that are bachelor's interns, right? They want their degree, so 4 things. Degree, they want a basic knowledge of their industry, and I'm talking real basic. A lot of interns try to do some weird, crazy flux capacitor stuff. They really just need the basic, boring stuff. The ability to work well with others, and the ability to take direction and criticism. Those are the 4 things we need. If you don't have those, you are probably not going to get moved forward. So for a software engineer, the basic knowledge of the tech stack would just be a tech stack. So like Java, Spring Boot, or Python, Docker, not Python, Docker, but my brain's not working right now. Python and whatever it is, that kind of stuff. Language, library, SQL, and if you have it, cloud. That's it. Maybe a smidge of AI. That's all we're looking for. So we don't know if this resume is good or bad. They did not tell me. They did not tell me anything. They just said unknown. So 20 seconds on the clock, and let's see if this is good or bad. And go. Collab. I don't care that you collaborated. I don't care that you did stuff. Don't really care about. Don't care about. Doesn't matter. The C is. Doesn't matter. Okay, and that actually is good. All right, so you have two really good bullet points and nothing else that is good. This and this are actually solid. The rest of that is wasted space, right? Collaborated with, I don't care that you collaborated with, I care that you did. What did you do? How did you do it? The reason and result of you doing it, right? So none of that really matters. Taught elementary school STEM concepts. Cool. What concepts? This is actually the beginning of a good bullet point, but like what concepts? Were they Java concepts? Were they Python? Were they full stack? I don't know. You didn't tell me. And that's why that sentence doesn't work. But this is actually a good way, is if you can teach something, they're usually implied that you can do it, but you didn't tell me what you taught. You just said STEM concepts. Cool. STEM is broad. STEM could technically be nursing, right? Medical is what M stands for. It's, I forgot what the S stands for. Tech something and M. Man, I'm gonna have to double check. But the M stands for medical, right? STEM stands for, let's look this up. Science, tech, and math. Dully, it's math. I don't know why I thought it was that, but math could be +1+1. What math topics did you teach? I need to know specifically. So, telling y'all I'm sick and my head's not working right today, but like I need to know what types of STEM concepts. So what types? I don't know. You didn't tell me. This doesn't matter. And then worked with, stop saying collaborated, worked with a team of developers, good, to design and deploy a gallery website showcasing various student GitHub projects using SQL, HTML, CSS, React. That's really good. The only thing I would have to change about this is I would move this bundle, right, the SQL, that, and React, and I would put it in the first half of this bullet point. But otherwise, this is actually a very good bullet point and stuff that we want to see. Integrated GitHub, okay, fine, this has what we wanted, and met weekly with engineers of feedback. This alone, if they get to it, this alone will get you internships. The problem is they have to read all the way through here. They have to go here, 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 then they have to go here, and then we have to go here, and then we have to go here, and then if they're still reading and they get to this one, congrats, you've probably gotten an interview. But this is how I actually want you to write it, and I want you to write the rest of it like that as well, because this is really good. Just remember that this part right here needs to be in the first half of the first sentence. But this is good. The rest of this is garbage and it doesn't matter. And please fix your formatting. Formatting is hard to read, and if the formatting is hard to read, it means I cannot go down as far as I can. So, next resume. This is another software engineer intern. So, same as the first, basic tech stack, ability to work with others, direction, criticism. This person actually wrote me stuff, and they said this was a 1 in 75, so there's probably some stuff that is good here, but not enough to get 1 in 50 to 1 in 7, which is what I usually get people, is a 1 in 7 ratio. So, I'm expecting to find some of what I need, but not quite enough of it. So, 20 seconds on the clock, which I need to put up. And go. Okay, this is good, but I don't really care about that. This doesn't matter. Built and deployed at mobile using, okay, good, but you orders wrong. Homepage, don't really care. Supabase, don't really care. PostgreSQL, I do care, and APIs. Led a 4% as a Scrum Master, driving kept development on track. That's okay. All right, and time. So, what did I find? Well, I found a basic knowledge of the tech stack. I would have preferred a little bit more, but at least it shows that you do have some, right? It shows that you have Next.js and TypeScript and PostgreSQL. I wish you would have shown React. But I don't see it. And again, I understand why you're raging at me. But again, it has to be in bullet points. This does not count. And everybody wants to do Supabase, but I don't actually think I've ever seen Supabase as a requirement. So fix your formatting. Also, please fix your formatting. This is how it should look. This doesn't matter because remember, I need it there. You're enrolled in a community college for a bachelor's. I don't need to see your AA. And then we go down to here is led a 4-person team as a Scrum Master. Not terrible. I'm not sure I really fully believe that but as an intern, but at least it shows you can work well with others. And it shows you can keep track and resultant on delivery. That actually is at least a good way of saying that bullet point. And then Java, no, you said Java FX. I don't know what that is. That doesn't count. The rest of this doesn't matter. So let's see. Evaluated AI systems again. Not matter. A lot of Scrum, which is nice, but not matter. Doesn't matter. Relevant coursework doesn't matter. So again, I just don't have enough, right? I don't have enough of the tech stack. You don't tell me enough of the basics. I don't have enough of taking direction and criticism. I do think I have enough to say you work well with others, which is good, which is why you've gotten like a 1 in 75. But I do need to know that you can take direction and criticism. Because remember, you're an intern. You're not going to be leading the senior team of engineers. The senior team of engineers are going to be like, hey, my name, do this grunt work. It's boring. You need to do it. And you have to not crash out. That's why they want you to know that. So let me read what you wrote. Junior CS student looking for summer internships. Been intermittently updating the resume, trying to gain more experience in projects. Currently working on another full stack, which comes first before work experience because work experience is not great. Yeah, your work experience is not relevant. So, but like a bigger issue is I think you probably have already had enough skills in your projects to get a role. You're just not communicating them. Because remember, I need a basic understanding of it. Like, where's the base language? Like, I don't actually think I see Python or anything. Yeah, I don't. I don't see Python. Did I see Java? I feel like I'm going... I thought I saw Java here. Did I see Java? Where was Java? Again, this doesn't count. Skill sections don't count. There's another Java, right? Yeah, Java FX, that doesn't count. You need to say Java or JavaScript. I don't think a single person is looking for Java FX. I don't know what they know that is. So, yeah, your problem is you just don't include enough tech, which you probably already have, and you don't tell me how you can take direction and criticism. You do tell me how you can work well with others. I like that. But again, your job is not leading a 4-person team in a Scrum section. You're taking direction, and I need to see that you can take direction and criticism. So, is this the worst ever? No, this is about a 1 in 75, in which you have about 50% of what I need, but it shouldn't take you a terrible long time to actually fix it. But please do fix the formatting. So, that is all I can do for this resume, and that is all I can do for this video. Thank you very much for watching, commenting, subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And if you ever need more help, you can always join my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST at twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. And I wanted to give an extra thank you to my members who get access to videos a little bit early. If you wanted to be a member, you can join in the link below. But to all my members, thank you very much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I just thank you. Thank you very much. And I will see you all in the next video to help you get ahead of your job search. Later, y'all.